On Saturday, Graham Potter's return to the Amex could barely have gone any worse, as Chelsea were beaten 4-1 by Roberto De Zerbi's brilliant Brighton.
I have to tell you, I had a Brighton friend at the game. He texted me when they could take our manager, they could take our players, but they can't take our points.
It was a mauling.
Yeah, they were really up for it, Brighton, as well. I mean, were they just exceptionally good, or were Chelsea exceptionally bad in the first half, or a bit of both?
A bit of both. Working on the game, and we'll get into it later on, I couldn't tell you where the personnel were playing for Chelsea. They were all over the place. But credit Brighton for their start. I mean, they could have been a couple of goals up inside 3 or 4 minutes. Thiago's off the line twice. It was their intensity, it was their pressure. It was the home fans being at it because it was Graham Potter. It was Chelsea not getting going in the game. But I've got to say, Brighton, and De Zerbi's a really good tactician. I said last week about when they played City and he went man for man in his tactics, trying to outthink Pep was actually quite fascinating. Well, he'd done the same against, not man for man, but the tactics. He had Graham Potter absolutely baffled in this game because they were so good.
Yeah. And actually, as Don says, when you look at the game, you couldn't really work out what formation Chelsea were playing. And this is a bit of a theme of Graham Potter, which, to be fair, up till this game had worked because they hadn't lost. But he loves to change systems and personnel, doesn't he?
Yeah, far too often, to be honest. In here, this situation here, they did really well committing players forwards. They got 5 players in the attack. Great positions for the 2 holding centre midfield players and 3 defenders as well. But they need to link on to those Brighton players. If they get there early, this attack doesn't happen. You want to see the attacking players get back as quickly as you can. They're not bothered. They're trotting back. And I know as a forward, it's a gesture. It's a good one. Brilliant composure, great finish.
Look at this. So Chelsea now, Mark, have gone sort of man for man, top end of the pitch. They'll have allowed Trossard to come centrally in so much space. And then I couldn't tell you where Christian Pulisic and Conor Gallagher were playing because one ball over the top. And there's Chelsea's back 3. Yeah. That's their 3 centre-backs. Look at the state of that line.
They're playing them all on side if you played it first time.
Mark, I have never seen Thiago Silva look so stressed in a game of football.
Does he? He made 31 changes from Premier League to Premier League in the since he's been there. Now, he's got Champions League to contend with.
Yeah.
But is he making too many changes to personnel and to systems?
Well, I hope he's not feeling the pressure of this is Chelsea Football Club. I need to show how good of a tactician I am by making so many changes. I mean, Christian Pulisic doesn't help him here where he's got Estepinian on that left-hand side. He doesn't track him back. And the own goals, it is what it is. It's very unlucky from Chalobah. But this is the sort of average map, if you like, of the players, right? So Sterling was playing left wing-back in this game.
Yeah, because if you just show that to me, I'd say, well, he's playing centre-forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Christian Pulisic was playing right wing-back. Cucurella was in a back 3 alongside Thiago Silva and Chalobah. Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic are in a 2, so that seems about right.
Yep.
But if someone was to look at that and goes, tell me the formation that Chelsea are playing
I literally wouldn't have a clue.
Literally wouldn't have a clue.
No.
And I think the players trying to play in this system felt exactly the same because Pulisic and Gallagher were so close together, really, really narrow. Brighton were brilliant on that left-hand side.
This is a really serious question. He's done a brilliant job at Brighton, but this is a different level of player. I know there are a few internationals at Brighton, but this is a different level of player when you're dealing with Thiago Silva and Havertz and Sterling or whatever. Yeah. Is there a danger that he is overcomplicating it systems-wise and that maybe some of the players are going to go, actually, you know, most clubs know which way they want to play, don't they? By and large, week to week.
Style.
Is there a style? Is there a danger of overcomplicating it and that the seasoned internationals are going, what's going on here?
There's an element of that, yeah, absolutely. You have to look at it and say, he's overcomplicating it because he's trying to outsmart everybody. Simplify it is the best option. Sometimes you don't have to put the 3 in the back and then get them to rotate this way out and the fullbacks. It's too much sometimes. As a player, simple directions sometimes mean
Cucurella has
more.
been dragged off 4 times in a row.
4 games back-to-back,
Yeah.
mate. His confidence is going to be shot. Absolutely shot. Absolutely shot.